Hello everybody, this is Karen. I am going to start off with my most or least favorite thing to do, which is pressing out these letters. I'm going to press them out in rainbow colors just using my fingers and my silicone mats. Once I get them all pressed out, then I'm going to put them aside and they'll be added to the cake board once the cake is finished. So just hang on in there. I'll get all these done and get started on the cake. while the cake is chilling in the freezer, we will go ahead and start rolling out the face. I'm going to go ahead and pop the bubbles there with the X-Acto knife, laying it down on a piece of parchment paper. Make sure it doesn't stick. And I'll take my template that I got online and just cut around it with this pizza cutter fondant trimmer. I have a little bit better control over that. Some people like to use the X-Acto knife when cutting out fondant, and either one, whichever works best for you. But I like to use this for bigger pieces. I'll go ahead and remove that template there from the fondant. And then I'll go ahead now and get ready to cut out all of the different parts of the face. So I'm going to go ahead and cut those out. And Dr. Frankenstein. I'll go ahead and take the little pieces that I cut out and roll out some black fondant nice and thin, and just cut those out one by one. Applying a little cornstarch there to keep it from sticking. And I'm going to go ahead and lay each little piece on and cut around it. Now, I am using the X-Acto knife for this part of it because these are a little bit smaller and have a little bit better control using the X-Acto knife. I'll go ahead and cut those pieces out here, one at a time. Alright, so now that the crumb coat is nice and chilled, I'm going to go ahead and add a good amount of our buttercream in the light green to make it really nice and thick so that there'll be enough on there to smooth off or to scrape off for smoothing to get the shape that we want. So I'm going to go ahead and put on a good thick coat of that, and then I'll come back with a piece of acetate smoother to go ahead and be able to curve and smooth around all those curves. freezer, back out again. Now that it is nice and chilled, we can go ahead and measure from the top center about how much it's going to take as far as the strips are going to go under the bottom and make the stripes for this watermelon. I've got my dark green fondant. I'm going to go ahead and get that rolled out so that we can go ahead and get it cut into strips. So the next thing I'm going to do now is make the little topper. I'm going to press it into the bowl to try to get a little curvy shape. Roll up some dark pink fondant, press it into the bowl. Then I used a circle cutter to just cut it out and have a little rounded top shape that I wanted it to have. There's a little circle cutter that I used. Right next there is a white edging around the face of this little melon. I'm going to use my fondant extruder and get some white fondant, little small circle attachment that goes on the front. And put the fondant down in there. Little template on top and close it. Go ahead and wind it out and extrude a nice neat string of fondant. Right, now that that's done, I'm just going to pick it up and outline it around the face. And it should be pretty sticky already, so I don't have to add any extra water. And go ahead and get it stuck right around the edge of the face there. A nice little neat outline. I'm going to get my X-Acto knife and cut it exactly so that it fits evenly and neatly right around the face. Alrighty, so the last little thing I need to do is take the antenna, got some floral wire, rolled up some purple fondant, slipped it right through, pressed it right into the top of the little melon, and got some teal colored fondant, made some little balls for the tips of the antenna. And there he is.